Good afternoon. Time for a little bit of time with me. Hopefully you all are having a good day, maybe able to even get outside on this beautiful day. We had a few more people walking today, so that was good. It was a perfect day for it. So we're blessed to be able to do that. I've been thinking a little bit about this past Sunday. First of all, how poignant was, I was glad that we were able to worship. I was skeptical about whether or not we should. And while that's still up in the air whether we should, it was nice to be together one more time before we had to officially close, at least for the time being. We'll talk more about opening. Hopefully, I don't have dates yet, but hopefully that will come. But one of the things I was mourning going into the service was that when we get to sharing of the peace, and our song "Give Me Your Hand," we couldn't give each other our hands, and how that was going to seem not just strange to me, but just so difficult and almost like, do I just not want to do it so that it won't be so difficult for us to deal with it? But one of the things we did do was just hold out our arms. Like, I don't know if you can see me this way, hold out our arms kind of in like a welcoming gesture or a sharing gesture. And how powerful that was. It's wonderful to be able to touch one another and to be able to hold each other's hands. But there was this sense of, even with a small group of about 25, 30 of us, of being able to open up our arms to one another and say, while we can't hold one another, while we can't take each other's hands and do all the hugging and kissing we normally do, that we can still offer the grace of God and still offer God's peace with one another, even if we can't touch. Yes, there's the power of touch, but there's the power of presence as well. And so even though we can't worship together once again, we still can share the peace of Christ with each other. And so one of the things I've been working on for Sunday's worship is how we can do that with the live feed. I'll be by myself. There won't be anybody even to open my arms to except on the video with. But one of the things I'm thinking about is having you can share the peace with those who are maybe with you in your home or that you see in whatever way you feel comfortable, whether it's just the peace sign or the like. But maybe at that time or sometime during that day or even today, take a minute, make a phone call, send a text or an email, and just say, Christ's peace be with you, or I'm thinking of you, and may God's love and grace be with you. To find ways that we can continue to share the peace beyond something that's just a ritual, beyond something that's just part of our worship service. But how can we do this as a part of our lives? And that this becomes an opportunity to try not only new things, but to try what we do together in worship. And how do we take that out, quite literally sometimes, into the world? Not just in how we treat one another, but in the ways that we share that with one another as well. So I invite you to share the peace of Christ with whoever you're with right now or that you will see later, or to send a text, an email, a phone call, and share the peace of Christ with someone else too. So hopefully you're having a good day, enjoying the beautiful weather, if that's what it is where you are. I know there's a couple people watching from elsewhere. We'll talk to you again later. And there's also a new post on our Trinity page with some other reflections, because, I got so much in my head. So trying to get it all out. So I will see you again tomorrow. As always, if you can come, if you're able to get outside, if you feel comfortable in doing that, we are meeting at 3 o'clock in the lower church parking lot to go on the bike path for a walk. So if you can do that, do join us. There's more and more people out today. Not packed, but at least we can be in the vicinity of each other and talk some without getting too close or touching. But we will see you soon. Have a blessed day.